Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. It's Roddy again, and I'm going to be practicing my English again today as usual, and my topic for today is accents, particularly my accent. Okay. So, accents, as I see it, are products of history and culture. So that means when you speak in English or any language really, it tells others where you're from, maybe your educational background, your experiences, the people that you've spoken to, the kind of culture that you're from, the kind of cultures that you've exposed to, especially in the 21st century. And since every one of us is unique and has his or her own history, then by definition, and as a consequence, your accent is unique. And so is my accent. My accent is unique. It's the way it is. Perhaps it sounds weird to you. Perhaps it sounds funny to you. But my accent is my accent. It tells you what, it gives you like hints of what my history may have been like, or must have been like, or may have been like. And perhaps it also tells you the kind of education that I must have had. Alright? And so it's the same with anyone's accent, really. And to me, every accent is really beautiful. To me, at least. Honestly, every accent is beautiful. Now, of course, whether or not you understand a particular accent is another story, but just because you don't understand it doesn't mean that it's necessarily ugly. Right? Now, since we're talking about accents, I think that we should uphold the view that accents should change in accordance with everyone's life. So by that I mean your accent, whether you like it or not, your accent will change because society changes, your experiences vary, and you change as you age. So that's how it changes. But then you should not change it intentionally if anyone or you yourself makes you feel like your accent is inferior or ugly in some way. Don't let anyone tell you that your accent is ugly or disgusting or needs to be changed, or you have to have, or you have to have like a coach, an accent coach, or you have to undergo an accent reduction program or course. You don't need any of that. I mean, why would you want to change your accent knowing that it's a part of your history? It's like saying that none of your past has ever happened. It's weird. All right, there are I think there are lots of people out there who want to make money, of course, who also convinced other people that their accents are terrible, or that their accents are not good enough, or that their accents are not, quote unquote, the standard accent. Guess what? There is no the standard accent. It's arbitrary. Maybe there is one, but it's arbitrary. So, we shouldn't change our accents. They will change, but it happens as society changes. It evolves as society evolves. But we shouldn't like change it because because some businessmen and women or some corporations or some institutions make us feel like our accents are deficient in some way or inferior in some way. My accent is weird. I know. My accent is weird. I get that. Okay? But I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not like proud of it. I don't brag about it. But I'm not ashamed of it either. It is what it is. If anyone were to tell me, your accent sucks, I probably I would just think that that person is not insecure of me or my accent, but is in some sense insecure about something. Maybe he or she is insecure about herself, or how she grew up, or how he grew up, or like maybe he or she has never questioned whatever status quo she may or he may have learned from others. Okay, and that tells you that the person who's saying that your accent is disgusting or my accent is disgusting is just a person who doesn't question things. And that implies that that person lacks critical thinking. And that's even more problematic than having a weird or strange accent. Think about it this way. I don't understand why people judge accents for being unique, but don't judge the lack of critical thinking skills that some of us have. Well, I'm not saying that I'm a highly logical person, it's just the opposite. I'm a highly emotional person. But it doesn't mean that I don't question standards that are arbitrary. Right? Of course, I'm not saying that we should question every standard. It's just that when something is already, causing suffering, unnecessary division, insecurity, some sense of inferiority, some sense of deficiency in a human person, then we should question that standard. We should. You should. I should. Right? So accents are beautiful. My accent is weird, but it's okay. Because anyway, my friends understand me. I understand them. We communicate in English and everything is good. We all learn from one another. So, if anyone tells you that your accent is bad, or ugly, or just inferior, or deficient in some way, don't buy the narrative. Be you. Okay, be you. So long as you are understood and you are able to communicate effectively, then your accent is beautiful. That's all. Thank you very much.